Checking the futures, and we can say that 2 out of the 3 of our indexes are in the green right now. Barely. The S&P is up 1.5. Dow Jones is up 153, and NASDAQ is down about 30. Jason Katz joins me now. Jason, we got to take a look at oil. I think that's the main driver of markets and interest rates right now, at least at this moment. How much of a spillover, forgive the pun, will oil have in the rest of the markets?
It's all about oil. It's all about inflation. Look, CPI doesn't need to get to the Fed's target imminently, but the direction of travel must be pointing lower as it is this morning. We have the midterms around the corner. The shot clock is ticking. So we're firing on all cylinders. Knicks win the championship. Earnings have been firing on all cylinders as well. We have oil abating, and now inflation has to follow suit to the downside.
God forbid the peace deal breaks up before the signing on Friday. What happens to markets then?
I think it's going to see a pretty visceral reaction to the downside, although I do think that the markets will look forward a few more weeks and know that a peace deal will be forthcoming. But it would be obviously a very negative thing, but all arrows are pointing in the direction of a peace deal.
And of course, we have a Fed meeting. I think the new chairman, Kevin Warsh, is a lot of pressure has been taken off him as a result of oil prices coming down to raise rates. But do you think it's going to be flat?
Listen, he was not in an enviable position, and he must be breathing a major sigh of relief right now. I think the bar was set extraordinarily high for a rate hike. That wasn't going to happen. But the pressure of a rate cut, I think, is also off, and now he could sit on his hands.
Do markets like the idea of Kevin Warsh as the new Fed chair?
I think they want to see him walk the walk and show independence, but I think every smart person I know on Wall Street thinks he's arguably one of the most credible figures to ever be in that seat. So, yes.
What are you doing with your money, in particular focusing on various segments of the market? There has been a move away from all of the high-flying tech stocks. Are you with that move or not?
At the margin, yes. I mean, we've all become victims of our own success. The unrealized gains in our client portfolios are insurmountable. So, yes, we want to curtail some exposure there, look at more cyclical parts of the market, like industrials, which are the proverbial picks and the shovels to the AI boom, and that they're benefiting from reshoring. They're benefiting from the build-out of infrastructure for data centers. So we are looking to other parts of the market.
All right. Well, the market right now is looking at the price of oil. They are clapping, but there is a bit of hesitancy in their reactions right now as we have a split decision on the markets. NASDAQ still down in pre-market activity, but there is the opening bell, and actually the Dow has increased right now, starting the trading day up over 200 points right now. Taking a look at the big board, if we can switch to that, we see a lot more green on the screen as it just opened, but we do see a fair number of red marks as well. But the Dow Jones Industrial Average of 30 stocks is up 213 points right now.